My journey, Trevor, was not, a straight line, like most of ours are not, right? It was definitely a circuitous route. When I got out of college, I didn't really know what I wanted to do, right? Like most, young 20-something-year-olds, I was pretty clueless. So I did what any good 20-something-year-old was: put a backpack on, cruise around the world for a while and try to figure it out. Didn't figure it out. Ended up, working in politics for a while. And one thing I noticed about politics, so I worked for a congressman in Massachusetts at that particular time. Selling of ideas and concepts in politics is very similar to selling a product or service, right? The big difference was I wasn't getting paid in politics. And I had some friends who were in sales, and they certainly influenced my decision to head into that area. When I did get a sales job, what I loved the most about it, and I worked for Anheuser-Busch in Boston, basically selling beer. It was a great way to cut my teeth. I got trained by probably one of the best companies in the country to get trained on. And what I learned about sales is that you really can kind of control your own destiny. And I loved that part, right? I knew if I put in the effort, right, and put in the hustle, that I would get paid. And that's what happened. And, rarely was there a correlation between the amount of effort you put in and the amount of rewards you get for it. And to me, that's what drove me into sales. And from there, I just naturally ended up in management. I worked for a couple startups in Boston for a while, moved to the West Coast in 2008. And by that time I had, 50, 60 people underneath me. And I'd love to say, Trevor, that it was, really thoughtfully planned out. It wasn't, right? It was really just opportunity met with, a bit of grit and determination that I had ingrained in me, from my folks, right? It's just you work hard and you get a benefit from that. And that's kind of how it ended up. I ended up in sales and in sales management, was just that kind of ingrained work ethic that my folks gave me when I was growing up here in this house, as a matter of fact. So it was, it's been quite a journey. I mean, and the part of my career that really, took it from kind of like a regular sales career to where I am today was really the combination of the time I spent at Forrester Research running a division there. That's where I really that's really where I learned how to operationalize business. And then when I went to Salesforce, I feel like I got an MBA. Literally. We were growing so quickly at that time, Trevor. And you remember, I mean, we were like 3,000 employees at that time, right? When I walked in 2010, and today it's 60-something thousand people. I mean, you want to talk about capacity modeling and trying to figure out exactly what motion to run and what sales processes to run, and then doing it at scale was really the most amazing part of the journey. And I've taken that experience and obviously leveraged it in a couple other places since I left Salesforce in 2017. But really that MBA from Salesforce was really an amazing, amazing time in my career, and I'll never forget it. And I'm forever grateful for it.